Dick Cheney was arguably the most controversial and the most powerful vice president in modern history. His career spanned across multiple presidencies. He was chief of staff for Gerald Ford. He was a congressman in his own right for Wyoming. He was the defense secretary for George H.W. Bush and then vice president for George W. Bush. But it was his two positions under the Bush presidencies that cemented his divisive place in history. He was the architect of the Gulf War under George H.W. Bush and then was a key driving force behind the United States invasion of Iraq in 2003. He turned the role of vice president into one of power, overseeing foreign policy and national security after the 9/11 attacks on the United States. And he was another key major influence of the United States war on terror. The United States declared that Iraq had weapons of mass destruction, but during that war, no such weapons were found. And he once claimed that he thought the United States would be viewed as liberators by everyday Iraqis. Nevertheless, he remained unapologetic about his controversial decisions and actions, and he said that he believed those choices led to a safer and more democratic world. But the priorities under the Bush-Cheney administration, particularly America's involvement in foreign wars, have now become highly divisive, particularly within the Republican Party, his own party, and it has led to much of the political discourse today about where President Trump pledges that he will not get America involved in forever foreign wars. After defining conservative politics for a generation, later in life he was very critical of Donald Trump and said that he was a threat to the Republic. And last year he said that he was voting for Democrat Kamala Harris in the federal election. Now, George W. Bush put out a statement saying that his death was a loss to the nation and a sorrow to his friends, while Dick Cheney's family put out a statement saying he was a good and great man and taught his children and grandchildren to love their country. He died at 84 from complications of pneumonia and cardiovascular disease.